Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have a very special guest, Mr. OPdestroy. Go ahead and say hello to the people.
What's up, chicken?
Oh God, that was terrifying, guys. That
I'm
was
sorry.
OP.
I'm sorry, bro. It gets the best of me sometimes. I do apologize.
It's okay.
What's
okay.
up? What's up, man? How you doing? Clucking and ducking?
Good. We're clucking and ducking as always. So,
really quick. I love that chicken sign behind you. Where'd you get?
Guys,
I mean, that's amazing,
good
bro.
reviews right here.
I know.
Signs aside, guys, what we're going to be talking about today is the end of the tech tree in Season 6, how to go over that. Then we're going to get into one or two battles, and we're going to get our last chest here, which is going to be pretty crucial, because you can see here the chicken's got a ton of keys and tokens and stuff. So before we get into what the chicken's going to do at the end of the season, let's go over what you guys should do. With your last little upgrades, because I feel like everyone's most people are probably in this kind of area, like late 5 engines, early 6 engines, kind of that sort of space. So like, OP, what would you say is the biggest priority? Like say for right here, like you're about to get the 6th engine, where should you go from there? Should everything be focused on the heavy chopper, which is kind of what I was leaning towards doing? Or is there a better route with gunboat energy and some of these prototypes? What do you think?
Well, in my case, and I'm sure many other cases, we all know that the season ends in 3 days and 7 hours. So you can kind of use calculations to justify and see and calculate how many keys and upgrade tokens you will have in the following season and what you can do. So The question really is do you want to have the heavy choppers? Yeah, they're cool, they're unstoppable, they're OP, they're overpowered, they're whatever. But I'm looking at the fact that I want that troop damage and building health. So I'm looking at getting Kavan, because I've spoke to some players up there at Legendary, and they say a lot of players up there are running Rifle, Kavan, and Bombardiers.
Oh, really? Wow.
Heavy choppers, heavy choppers are a good pick, but there's just not enough time in the season for me to venture that down south,
because that's essentially all your keys, right? Like if you go from 6 engines to heavy choppers, we only have 3 days left. So I mean, that's like 110, 26, 32, 48. That's basically the rest of your keys for 3 days, unless you're ranking up like really crazily, which you probably won't be doing considering how grindy it's been.
Right. So I'm going for more the effective tech rate. It's like I have the gunboat energy node. My next one will be that prototype, and I'll probably be grabbing the shock blaster. Then I'll be going to Kavan, the good doctor, as you call him. And then I won't be going to 70R because
that's an expensive Kavan though. 60 keys. That's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but I will be able, I did my calculations. I will be able to afford him. And then I'm going to venture down to troop damage. The only way I'm going to be able to get building health is if I can get to the 25 chest and
I've
the
actually
legendary
heard
one.
that doing everything you can to get building health will actually net you more wins than going with the heavy chopper. But it's so far down. It's like, how much time are you really going to have to push if you do go that route?
Right. So it's really what you can wager your keys on. So I find that my resting place will be Kavan. I need Kavan, and I'm gonna really shoot for progress using Kavan, Rifle, and Bombardiers going forward, and Seekers, guys. I did unlock Seekers. I think Seekers are a big game changer here. And you can intermingle them in your troop loadout, and they can work wonders. I pulled off a few attacks earlier today utilizing split drops with Seekers, Bombardiers, and Riflemen.
Now, I did ask you about this earlier, OP. I was talking about, is it worth maxing a bullet? And basically the consensus was that since Taunt is maxed out at level 4, it's not really worth going to level 5 because you're not using the other abilities, right? You're not using Energy Drink, you're not using Shock Nose, you're just using Taunt to pull them like with a grappler through a bunch of splash defenses to give your Seekers more time to take down the engine room. So is the extra like 2.25 health really worth it? Not really was kind of what we thought, right?
Right. Well, yeah, you'll get that little buff in health and a little bit extra in damage, but yeah, your taunt's already maxed at tier 4. I have used drink if I'm running, because I've used drink with bullet with Bombardiers to clear before, so it doesn't matter. But
using Seekers,
not if you're using Seekers. So I've seen players use shock knuckles, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Jump in an extra second or whatnot.
And it's so expensive too, right? That's the only thing. Sure. I mean, if it was like 500K, maybe maybe it's worth doing, but for 1.3 mil, like. Right. That's pretty pricey. So
I think you're safe at tier 4, my friend.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. So basically, you essentially have two routes. You're either going to get heavy choppers right away, or you're going to get building health and troop damage. So these two are probably the better option, but it depends on how much time. Like, we're so close to the end of the season, it depends how much time you have left and how many keys you can invest, right? So would you say it's worth skipping heavy chopper to basically do what you're doing and just go for the statue nodes?
Yes, that's my go-to, because if you give 50% more damage to Seekers, they're going to do 50% better.
Yeah, that's
and but also if you give 50% more building health, that's just going to balance it out again. So
right.
But I'm going to lean, and I'm going to take my chances, and I'm going to skip the heavy choppers, my friend. What's your plan? What's your plan, Chicken?
Well, I'm going to see how many keys we can farm. I think we kind of looked it over, and it was basically like we're going to have like 300-ish. So I think it would be a stretch for me to actually get to the troop damage, and I don't want to end the season just with Kavan and not having the heavy chopper. So I think I'm going to go with the heavy choppers and just see if I can get up to like at least like rank 24, 25 kind of thing. If I was a little bit further on, I would probably do what you're doing. If I was going to be pushing into legendary, I'd go for troop damage or building health. But we'll see. We'll see how it kind of plays out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? To each its own, you know. And I wish you the best. And I mean, I'm
like, we are still kind of just like speculating here as well, right? So
absolutely,
what's going to be the best? So
absolutely.
That being said, let's go ahead and get into a live attack, guys. So we're going to be using the Seekers and Bullet.
And at this point here, what I would have you do is, before you go, you have 42 seconds. Just relax. You bar out that shock launcher that's next to that sniper tower in the back, right. And then what I would do here is I would flare Bullet to that shock launcher that's just under the grappler, and I would throw one smoke.
The grappler's going to pull him, and then we're going to taunt as it's pulling him, right?
Yes. But after it grabs him, that flare will still be there, and Bullet will go towards the shock launcher again, and just keep taunting. And he might even kill the shock launcher. Depends if the grappler lets him. And then you clear shock mines, man, and you go. Make sure you shock all the splash that's going to hurt your troops, and then just keep an eye on your GB, man, so you have enough to get to the next CRs at the top left. Good luck.
So here's how we're going to do it, guys. We're going to go 1, 2,
and bar out that shock launcher up there. Taunt. There you go. You got the taunt up. Bullets going to that shock launcher.
Yeah, I was a little bit late on that taunt, but
it's all right. But you got it out.
Be okay, maybe.
Keep that junk taunted. Your GB's at 16. Don't waste too much. I'd start smoking after you kill that kind of smoke and get out of that jazz. Smoke those Seekers.
The first smoke didn't go down.
Okay. All right, there you go. I leave it there. Do you have any more shock mines you got to take care of? No, you could just. Well, I'd shock maybe those flamethrowers, and then and if you get another shock, shock the other flamethrower below. Boom, and you're gonna get it, dude. Like I say 3-8.
3-9. 3-9. Even better, OP.
I'm done. Look at that, dude. 51 seconds, Chicken. Look at that. That's how you do it, bro.
Oh man. See, it's all in. It's all in how you use the Seekers, guys. That's really what it comes down to. That's really all it is.
You're a Seeker pro, bro. Look at this guy. He's going to barely finish you with the 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, because he's using bombers. So that's the thing. I mean, it's like you use bombers and it's safe, and you know you're going to take down the 5 engines, but you're going to take longer. Or you gamble, you use Seekers, and you try not to screw up. And if you don't, then you're going to win. But if you do, then you're probably going to lose.
Yep, exactly. Look at that, man. Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah, I think we got time for one more. We'll do another quick one.
All right. Look at that, 51. You're going to be like, man, that dude's fast.
Hey, we made it rank 22. Look at that. Man, we have so many tokens and upgrades and things like that.
Wow.
Damn.
You could actually max out Bullet. It wouldn't really touch that much if you really wanted to. But I mean, if you're going to go get heavy choppers, you're not going to max your Zukas out, are you? So
Jesus, no. So we'll max out boom mines. We'll max out the heavy copters, and then max out gun energy.
Yeah, you're good.
That'll probably be my last. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Either way, okay, we're wasting time. Let's get into one more critter attack. Or Seekers, whatever you call them. I always call them critters by mistake because they look so similar to them. Okay, so we got 5 engines all clustered together, hot in the center.
Yes, you're gonna have to. So what I would do before you let bullet out, man, BART out that shock launcher that's hugging the right side of the
Yeah,
boat,
that's what I was thinking.
and you're gonna flare the next shock launcher.
Yep.
But make sure you get rid of those shock mines, and you make sure that hot pot gets shocked, bro. Otherwise, your seekers are gonna be barbecued. Okay.
Right. So let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
And they're helping. They're killing mines too. Those barrages are doing some good mine. So there you go, and then flare bullet to that shock launcher, and put a smoke down just to cover him once.
I think he's okay, OP.
Oh yeah, that's good. Well, you hope to grab her before he gets shocked. Oh, you need him to get shocked, and
I missed the taunt.
hit that hot pot. Oh, you don't have a.
Oops.
You
we screwed this up nicely. Uh-oh.
Just shock that hot pot, man.
The hot pot. No.
Oh goodness.
Oh man. See, it's not that easy.
There's the taunt. I got the taunt back on, but man, you
yeah, the taunt comes in 40 seconds too late.
Yeah, that's why you should have smoked, because the shock had him shocked.
See, it's not that easy, guys. It's not that easy. It's using seekers, but you got to use them properly.
High risk, high reward,
so that was
man.
good, though. That was good. That was showing you how to use the seekers and then how not to use the seekers.
Look at that. You're a jack of all trades, my friend. That was beautiful. You know what?
So let's end the video quickly before we go back down to rank 21 so nobody sees that. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to OPdestroy. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, make sure you check him out. Also, check out Mr. Shish Kebabber, another great Warships YouTuber, guys. And yeah, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out.